Hey folks, welcome back to Visits with SoxyNana Alice. I'm Alice, your yarn host today, and I'd love to welcome you down here in the craft room in wintry Winnipeg. It is still winter. We still have minus temperatures, but they're getting nicer. I think we're gonna, it's a false spring, false startup for spring because it's still only February. But hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Doesn't mean it's pretty slippery out there walking, but yeah, Chew doesn't care. As long as Chew gets out there and runs around, he's happy. He is so happy. Yeah, so yeah, in the information below is where you can find me on Ravelry. You can find my whips that I'm working on for the 12 cast-ons for 2026. And you can find my email address is down there, soxynanaalice@gmail.com. And yeah, that's about it. And here on YouTube. So yeah, I'm coming to you every week again as SoxyNana Alice Visits with SoxyNana, and I will be hopefully doing this right through till the summer, and then we'll start up the Second Cup Diaries again in the summertime when I head out to the trailer. Yes, so yeah, what can I tell you about me as well? There's been lots of new subscribers again, so I love all the crafty goodness. I started this channel back 5 years ago now. During COVID because I wasn't able to hang out with my grandkids. They were, of course, 5, 6 years younger then, and yeah, I wanted to teach them how to crochet, knit, sew, hand sew, sew on buttons and things like that. So I started doing little mini tutorials on YouTube, and I was watching a lot of YouTube as well because it was COVID. I started watching Sit and Knit for a bit with Arn and Carlos, and I decided, I can do this too. This would be kind of fun. So I gave it a try, gave it a shot, and 5 years later, here we are. I have a nice little following of subscribers and people over on Ravelry. I have a Ravelry group over there called Scraps and Stash and Soxy Socks. So if you'd like to go over and join us, the link's below, and you're more than merrier, more people welcome. Oh my goodness. Have a sip of coffee and slow down, Alice, already. Okay, so if you don't already know, I started the 12 Days of Cast On with you, Ange from Yarn and Yarns. She facilitates this challenge every year. She's been doing it for a while now, and I'm more than happy to join in this year. This is the first year I'm actually doing it, and I actually made a point to do it after my Second Cup Diaries Vlogmas edition. I started doing the 12 cast-ons, and I really do want to do all of my cast-ons. I've got quite a variety of different projects, from small to large projects. And yeah, and I even won a couple of more patterns, and now I want to even, cast on more things, but I'm trying to be good. I want to get a couple of things off the needles, especially the gifts, before I get into casting on more. So today I'm going to share with you an FO from that 12 cast-ons, plus I'm going to, I did a sewing finish this weekend as well, and I have a couple of other sewing projects I have to get done this week. I have to make my bathing suits smaller. That's weird, right? But when you're a chubbier, fluffier lady, you have a tendency to buy the larger sizes, but then they think people are really tall, and I'm not really tall, so I'm shorter in the torso, so I have to make little, darts in places to take things in so I can hold everything in, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's enough of that. So, again, where you can find me is all in the information below, and anything that I'm working on, it's in my Ravelry pages. If you want to ask me any questions, please feel free to use the comment section below or send me an email. That is great. I also am on the community. I have a community here on YouTube, so you can put things in the community tab as well. So the first thing I got finished this week was number 1, Diane's Fox Mittens. Now this is the Benevolent Hands, Benevolent Mitts and Muffetees by Mona of Bunny Muff Designs. There is a right and a left mitt, and these have been steam blocked. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. This one's actually twisted on me. Sorry. There. It's both twisted. I like this cuff. I think it looks like a watch. I think you're wearing a watch or a bracelet. I thought that was really cool. Very cool. I was gonna line them. I've made like 8 pair of these at least. I've made them for friends, I've made them for my kids, my grandkids, and I made them for myself. And I almost only lined 1 pair. And you know, that person actually asked me to remove them because it made them bulky inside and kind of wrinkly. I think that if you're going to have double layer anyways sorry, I'm covering my mouth. I shouldn't do that. And I'm looking at it's not the camera. If you're going to be doing stranded color work like this, you're going to be carrying the 2 threads anyways, the 2 wools together. It's going to be double thick anyways. So I think those will be warm enough. And I also really like these for driving because you can feel nice through them, you know. So these are a gift for Diane. Diane, your mittens are ready. Hopefully we can get together this month and I'll bring them out to you. So those are them, and I am so happy they're finished. I have made, I think, every single one. This pattern comes with, I think there's a fox, there's a rabbit, there's an owl, and there's a deer. No, there isn't a deer. The deer, my deer mitts are a separate pattern from her. But again, trying to think what else was, a squirrel. And I have done all of them. This one I've done, actually, this is the 3rd pair of foxes I've made. I love these mitts. They're so nice. And I made these in Drops Nord in the colorway Chestnut and Marzipan. They are nice. They're nice to make. And they're not that hard. Like, if you like color work, you're golden. It's a nice pattern. She even, I believe, has oh no, that's in the deer pattern. I think the deer pattern, you have a choice of large thumb or smaller thumb for people that have thicker fingers. Yeah, so check out Mona's patterns. They're really good. I'm going to put her Ravelry. Actually, no, you can go into my projects and you go to the mitts and you can click on the name of the pattern there and you can get right into her Ravelry store. Maybe I will put her link below. Okay, so did you want to see the sewing one first? I'll finish with the FOs, even though it's not knitting, okay? It's kind of fiber related because I did use leftovers. So I got this corduroy from my daughter, who got a whole bunch of corduroy from her mother-in-law's stash. And I thought I wanted to make one of these, I guess they call it a chip bag or something. Anyways, it's really big. I made a big bag. It's a bucket bag. And I used, I've got some hankies in there. I know, old-fashioned hankies. I found them down here in my stuff. Oh, there's another one. I figured I'd take them upstairs and use them, actually. So this lining was actually a night shirt that my brother gave me that he had no use for. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to cut up the nightshirt. It's beautiful, soft flannelette in this beautiful green and white plaid. So I made a pocket, and I used the pattern by Very Shannon. And it's a box tote pattern. I just downloaded the pattern, and it was free. And then I just cut it out. Copyright 2014 by Very Shannon. All rights reserved, and it says for personal use only. So there was the pattern, and there was that's for the pocket. And then I followed a tutorial on here, and I'll link the tutorial below, because you could use that tutorial without even using the pattern. And so I got a tutorial. I kind of followed along because I wanted this to be reversible. So it is reversible. I can turn it inside out. I used this Bosel stuff, and I bought it. It's too expensive. I don't like it, and it's really, really thick. So it did give me a bit of challenge to actually sew it. The people that make these bags, I swear, you know, I don't know, like you guys, you are definitely charging the right amount of money for the work involved in some of this stuff. So I could use this side as well. Of course, this side's wonky because I cut the pocket kind of on an angle, and it's also, I think, sewn on an angle. Whatever, it's just for me. But yeah, no, this is it without the inside out. So I got it, made it reversible, and then didn't realize maybe I'll take the pocket off and redo it. I could sew it on by hand. I also thought I might take one of my embroidery embroidered butterflies I was working on upstairs. I'll show you that on another occasion when I show you some cross-stitch stuff and some hand sewing stuff. I might make a pocket for the outside, and it'll have a little butterfly on it. But I thought that this really nice brown corduroy, it is a fine corduroy. It's very nice. I was going to make a pair of overalls or a pair of pants for me, but you know what? I'll never wear them. I only wear stretchy pants now that I'm, older. I wear yoga pant style or tights. Yeah, so that was it. And it's a box bottom. So I might just put my, start putting my scraps in here that will hold all the scraps that I'm going to be using either for my voyage cardigan that I won from Mandy Von Knits. She's the Diary of a Sweater Knitter. Or I might keep the scraps in here for my corner-to-corner memory blanket when I start up doing that again. That I would like to start doing when might take that out to the trailer with me. So this would be a nice bag to go out there with me. Yeah, I'm just going to put it over there. Sorry. Okay, the other thing I was working on in the car and at Casino and Cosgo date day, was I was working on Walter's muscle bra. So this is just kind of car knitting and potato chip knittings when I just need a bit of a break from things. And I think actually the last time I showed you guys this, I was somewhere up here and I moved this by accident, but I'm going to move this one up anyways, because then I can keep track from today. Okay. I don't think have showed this to you in like a long time. Yeah, so I'm just working on this. This is just a oddball of wool I found. My lighting's not very good in here. It's not showing color very nicely. But yeah, it's kind of nice, hey? I like that color. So yeah, Walter picked it out of my stash and it's good enough for me. He wants another muscle burra. I'm more than happy to oblige. He likes his muscle burra. I made him a gray one, but he definitely needs more than 100 grams because he's got a big head. So yeah, as I'm working through my projects, my 2026 Cast Ons, I'm keeping track in just this little book. And see, I'm putting in the little bit of the wool. Next time I pick up the project, I'm putting the wool in here and stuff too. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, working on my trove. So yeah, I'll show you all that stuff. Yeah, hang on one second. All right, so this is what I was working on this week. I finished my mitts. Those are going out to Diane's. And I've been working on this big bag. See, these are what I drew. I drew number 1, number 10, and number 4. So I figured what I'd do is every week I will draw for 3 projects. So I'm going to draw with you today, not draw, but roll the dice for 3 projects. And that's what I'll work on all week, off and on. And if I get a chance to do like, car knitting and stuff like that, that will just be the muscle burrow and maybe, I don't know, we'll see what else. Probably the muscle burrow till it's finished. In here I've got my, okay, well, see, Alice, why don't you look it up? Number 10 is, no, that's not number 10. Where is it? This is number 8. Sorry, this is number 8. The Clubhouse Hoodie by 2 of Wands, I believe. No, it's not. Actually, I don't think it is 2 of Wands, unless that's who the Alexandra Travell. Alexandra Travell. She might be 2 of Wands. I don't remember, but Diane gave me these beautiful little sweater stitch stoppers. Aren't those cute? And I thought it went perfect with this project. So the last time I worked on this, I don't believe I had, I think I had just put it on, I had just done started the body. So I had just had it to the stitch marker here, which is right across from these armholes. I had just started it, and now I've done another 7 inches, 8 inches. So it's getting there. This is a little harder on my hands. This is, I'm really surprised it is too, because I thought it's very nice wool though, or acrylic actually. This is, I'm doing these on, just look at the book, Alice. Why do I have to fight and look at these Chowgu needles? Hang on a second. That's why we write stuff down, right? All right, number 8. Where are you? Okay, so I'm on a size 5, and I'm using the size 5, which is an extra large. The needles, of course, it doesn't say because I didn't make all the notes. Why would I do something silly like that? I believe this is a 5mm US size 8 Chowgu red lace. And this is being done in Bernat Super Value yarn. 100% acrylic. It's a 4 weight. And the color is gray rag with 2 G's. RAGG. 7 ounces, 100% acrylic. Yep. Huge balls. I have 2 balls, 2 full balls, and one in like this. Still to go. I've already used one. I think I've used up one already. But I'm really loving this. It's got a gray twist, light gray twist. Very nice. Very nice. And it is going to be a hoodie. And this is for me for the summer. I am going to totally enjoy this. I know I will. Okay, let's put you over there near the whip tree. Now, the big one I was working on, I'm working on number 4, which is the Trove. And I actually got this as a gift, this pattern, before Christmas from Sandra, who is Grannies Who Knit on Ravelry. Hi, Sandra. She's one of our chattiest ladies over at the in the Ravelry group. Thank you so much for this beautiful pattern. And I am doing really good. I was not already in the round. Where's the top? I was up here where this little orange or little pink stitch marker is that I got in Alberta at her 30-year anniversary. We were there. Joe's Yarn Garden. Oh, I bought so much nice wool from her. Okay, so it wasn't even attached yet at the underarms. It was still flat, and it's going to have a crew neck, which is going to be nice on this. And I tried it on already. And I've done that much more. Look at that, guys? Once I got it in the round, this is so soft. Once I got it in the round, I started working on it like gung-ho. But I'm going to tell you, it's a slog. This is taking me a while. I do, out of the 4-row pattern, there's a 4-row repeat pattern repeat. I do 3 rows English and 1 row continental. Interesting, hey? The one where I have to do any purling, I'm holding it in my left hand. I'm holding the yarn in my left instead of my right. And it makes a huge difference on the speed. Thank goodness. Because if I had to do that last repeat row, English style, I'd never get this done. So yeah, so the color work's coming along. It's very, it's not in your face color work for sure. Not at all. And it is so nice. This is that alpaca reclaimed from my Norwood sweater by Steingast that I did, Jennifer Steingast, that I did years ago that I never reached for. And I will be reaching for this. This is going to be so cozy. It's so squishy. You know, you could do this pattern as a blanket. It would be absolutely beautiful for a blanket. I am really loving it. I am following the pattern true to the actual writing of the pattern. I am using, of course, it's a little very slightly heavier than a fingering weight is the alpaca, because it is a homegrown alpaca from Manitoba. And I have got 4 colors from Nord, Drops Nord. I'm using this navy, kind of a midnight blue, this light blue, the medium blue, and then this cream color. Now, did I write down let me look. I might have written down the names of the colors. I'm hoping I did. That would have been nice, hey? There's my number 4. Oh, yes, I've got Deep Ocean, Off-White. This will be Denim, and this will be Ice Blue. And actually, these ones are Nord, and this one's a Flora. So this was in my stash. This one I made so many sweaters out of. It was a never-ending balls of wool. I made my Alpine Bloom. I made the fingering rocket tea and Cersei mashup, my own pattern. Took those two patterns and mashed them together. And I also made, I made a tam. I made a whole bunch of stuff with my hand spun. I used this to do as a pair of mittens what do you call it? Stranded. I was using this in a lot of stranding. So anyway, so those are the 4 colors that I'm striping in with the gray, and it's all reclaimed. So I've got it all reclaimed, washed up, and see, it's really kind of thicker, but I am holding this double with polyester sewing thread. Got this tip from the ladies at on our Zoom call that we have, and yeah, good idea. So because this alpaca is so stretchy, even now. Can you see that stretch? Look at it. See if I can get it to go. Look at that. It is so stretchy, so boingy, and it just grows and grows and grows. So with the thread, the concept is that it will not stretch out of shape as fast as it did. Also, the Drops Nord and the Drops Flora is non-superwash, so hopefully it will keep its shape as well. So yeah, so I'm going to move my progress gripper down. I've got about another full repeat of the color, because I'm following her color chart. I mean, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want, right? I just kind of wanted it to match, because I saw all the pictures of hers from the pattern website. So I thought, oh, I like that. So I figured I'd just keep it. So yeah, I'm going to move the progress keeper down to where I am now, and then we'll see how far I get. But this is getting put away for the next, unless it if it gets pulled again, I kind of want to work on it, but I think I should give another one of my projects some love instead. So we're going to tuck this away for now with the Clubhouse hoodie. Oh, and this one's got my Vibin' with the Demons. I love it. From Ginger Snap Yarns. Oh, and I was able to deliver the prize package last week. So that was nice. So that was the Trove. And the Trove was by Emma Ducher. And yeah, shall I tell you what I'm wearing? I think I should tell you what I'm wearing. This is the Gaudy Cardi by Julie Knits in Paris. I knit this actually twice. The first time I did it with that blue from Drops Flora, and it did not look good at all because the contrast wasn't enough. So this is Golden Hour by Tammy from Manjusha Fiberworks, and Drops Flora. Absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love the sweater. So because Anthony Gaudi is my favorite of all time artist / architect from Spain. Absolutely beautiful, hey? So this is by Julie Knits in Paris, worked up really nice, and I'm just wearing a little collar shirt under it. It's not as chilly today down here, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so that's what I've been working on for the week. I have started doing the Blanket Friday. So I'm following along with all the ladies and all the subscribers, all the channels that are doing the Friday blankets. So, and really, I'm not really keeping track of anything. I just think that, yeah, on Friday, I'm going to think, maybe I should pull out my blankets and show them some love, because it is winter time and I can get away with having a big blanket on my lap while I'm working. And Sundays, I'd like to do stitching Sundays, which is working on my chickens. So if I can work on my chickens on Sunday, I'll get them done a little quicker as well. So yeah, so let's roll for the next 3 projects for this week. Hang on, I'm going to take a quick sip. That's cooled off nicely. All right, put my pattern away. All right, so if we draw number 1, number 4, number 8, we draw again, okay? So here's our dice up, and we will go click. Number 11, which is the Aurora Borealis Croy Socks, simple Skype, and that will be Walter. So I'm going to write that down. Where's a pencil or a pen? We want to do number 11. Okay. Now we'll roll it again. We're going to pick 3 projects, remember? Number 10. Oh, that's the coffee socks. That'll be nice. 2 pairs of socks this time instead of 2 big ones. Two big projects. Let's see if we can pick a big one now. Come on. There, nice big roll. Oh, number 11. No good. We pulled that one already, guys. Oops. Okay, there we go. Number 7, which is 2 pairs of socks. three projects, all socks this week. Might get a little sick of socks, but okay. 3 pairs. This is 2 pairs of men's socks, 1 pair of blue, 1 pair of brown. They're in Simple Skype by Adrian Q. And those socks used to be free pattern, but not anymore. Shall I draw one more just to see if I can pick one that's not socks? And I mean, I can do 4 projects this week. It's my show, right? There you go. See what we got. Number 9. Basic Gloves for Boys by Harry Wells. You know what? Let's keep that in the background. So we're going to do 10, 11, and 7 for sure. And I'm going to keep the hands, the glove one in the sidelines just in case. Just in case I go, I can't look at another Simple Skype pattern, because 3 of those pairs of socks are Simple Skype or Skip, however you want to pronounce it. It's Sky with a P. I don't know. Skype. Anyways, yeah. And one of them is and the other one is the color work. So yeah, I don't have much left to do. I think I have all the fingers to do on the gloves. So yeah, we'll keep that one in the sidelines just in case. So yeah, so 10, 11, and 7 it is. I will pick them up off of my tree. And then while I'm talking to you about the week, I will go ahead and move the stitch markers on them. Hang on 1 second. Okay, that was only a second for you, but that was a few minutes for me. I had to find in these bags. And yes, I do not remember what's in every bag anymore. That's crazy, hey? Well, I know all the projects are in the bags, but I just don't know which is which. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got the coffee socks, which is number, I think it's 10, isn't it? Let me look. Coffee Time socks, yeah. And those are in this beautiful book. I'll move over. This gorgeous book I was gifted from a lady over in Japan, actually. Thank you so much. And I hope you're still watching, and I hope your son is doing well in school. And you are doing well. These are the coffee socks. And I already moved the little piece of cake all the way down here. Look at that little piece of cake. I got that from Cinematic Stains from Tammy. That was one of the little gifts in her advent calendar. Isn't that cute? So these are the Coffee Time socks. The coffee beans. At first I thought they were kisses, but they're coffee beans. So yeah, so I'm going to hopefully get at least one done, right? Think I'll get one done? For these, I am also using, oh no, this is the chestnut. Okay, so I am using Drops Nord. This is the marzipan again, and chestnut. And there's the ball bands for those. And I'm just using my, I don't know what these are. What kind of needles are these guys? Knit Picks, Knit Pro. And these are on 2.5 millimeter. They're knitting up really nice. I'm not going to give any of the pattern away because this is a paid-for pattern. And she really does, though, that Charlotte Stone, she really does a nice job of writing up her socks for her color work. Very nice. So that's one. Got to take that one upstairs. Where am I putting everything? I'm getting piles here. Okay, so what's in this one? This is my, and that's in my Labyrinth bag by Dragon Fiber Bags. She made that one special just for me. I asked for the fabric Ludo. My fave. This is in my coffee bag. It's got, I should put the coffee time socks in the coffee bag, shouldn't I? Oh, what am I? But this is a larger bag. I won this from Echo, who was the knitted bean. Echo, if you're watching, honey, I hope you're doing well. She used to have a nice little podcast. She has the most beautiful puppies. Okay, so I only got this far on this one. Simple Skype in blue. Just basically to the gusset. And this one I actually got to, hopefully, the end of the gusset. And this is in the brown. Now, let's move down some progress keepers. Right to here. There's one, it's a little sock. That's a cute progress keeper. It's from Smash Knits. And this one is a little Christmas tree, and that was from Granny's Crafts. Oh no, it's not. That's not the stitch marker. That's a stitch marker, not a progress keeper. This one is just a random, this is a little ball of wool. So let's move this down to here, put it on the bottom of the foot. Looks like I'm just starting into the gussetry creases on this one. I do a heel flapping gusset. This is, these are going to be a gift. So I'm following a previous pair of socks that I made for this person for having, it's a gentleman, but he likes his socks a little shorter on his leg. And I do have his foot to measure his foot on the back of a curio box. So perfect. And see for his, now I'm going to cover his name and information. This is where the toe box starts, you see. You put a line right where the tip of the baby toe, around there, so that's where you start the decreases for the top of the toe. Makes it easier, telling you. I got all the information about how to measure a foot and how to make one of these from the not the Shadow Wrap heel, the Fish Lips Kiss heel. Fish Lips Kiss heel. I think it's a $1 pattern. It's worth every penny. If you read all of the pattern through, it's got a ton of information about how to do Fish Lips Kiss heels, plus how to make your template for your foot and where to put your lines for the measurements and stuff. So that was very, very helpful. There. So that's that one. And last but not least are the ones for Walter, and these are in a Croy. Oh, I didn't tell you what the wool was for these. Actually, I don't think I really have the ball bands for this stuff anymore. This is a commercial yarn. Maybe I do here. Here's one. Okay, here's one, yeah. KFI's Collection Indulgence. And it's 90-10? No, 75-25. And the other one is, do I have the other band? I don't think so. So one's brown and one's blue. So commercial sock yarn. Came across two more and thought, oh, that'll work. So this is Croy sock. This is, pick this up. Oh, it's so soft. It's so nice. I love working with this yarn. This is so pretty. This is the Aurora Borealis colorway and the Gentry Gray for the cuffs, heel, toes, and cuffs. I have to do heels, toes, and cuffs for Walter for this. I am doing these on DPNs, devil sticks, as they call them. Yeah, I am doing them on DPNs, and these are, and I don't even know what size these are. Hang on. Check the notes, Alice. Maybe I'll know in here. Actually, maybe I'll know what the wool is for those other ones. Okay. No, I don't know what the 2 is for those ones, but let's see. For Walter's is 2.75 millimeter. I'm making his in because it is Patton's Croy and Gentry Gray and Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis. And yeah, I cast on 68 stitches for him in a 2.75. And I'm doing the simple Skype or skip pattern as well for his. He prefers this because look at how nicely it kind of hugs in. See, it just kind of hugs in nice. So they don't fall off his foot quite so easily. He likes a little bit longer cuff and longer. I also do a 1 row of purl. You can't really see them, but I do 1 row of purl on his before I start the skip pattern. So I will move. Do I have it? Oh, his stitch marker is down here. Did I ever tell you about this stitch markers? When we were in the Bahamas, Walter and I went to the Bahamas. It was so nice. There was a bunch of us. The most motley crew, they called us. I had my niece and her boyfriend, or not boyfriend, but a friend of hers at the time. And I had her daughter and my other niece's daughter, and we ranged in age from 18 to 65. It was nuts. We were the weirdest bunch of folk, I tell you, and we had so much fun. We had a blast. Yeah. Anyways, I bought these beautiful earrings with they have mother of pearl butterflies. Here, I'll get my face out of the way. Hopefully it'll work for you. Anyways, I never wore them because they were cheap, you know, they weren't silver or anything on the earrings thing, so they always made my ears itch bad. So I thought, well, I'd make them into progress keepers, and I did, and they're beautiful, and they're my most cherished. And every time I see them, I always remember that trip. Actually, we bought them. It was in a bird sanctuary in the Bahamas. It was so nice there. We had such a good time, and we were such a motley crew, I tell you. But fun? Oh, unbelievable fun. Unbelievable. We had so much fun there. Yep. Got to snorkel. Oh, saw sharks up close and personal. Scary. Nurse sharks. Lots of nurse sharks. So yeah, so that actually, oh, I'll show you. It's my butterfly bag, I call it, because it's got butterflies on it somewhere. Little butterflies or moths. And I went ahead and made a whole bunch of things to match, because I'm matchy. I love things to match. This is the needle keeper, and I made a couple of these needle keepers for my red lace for my chow goose, and I made a stitch bag or a notions pouch with a zipper. The only thing is that it's got dark lining, so it's kind of hard to see stuff. What's in your notions pouch? That should be. I think I should do a show of that. What's in your notions pouch? I was looking for this. This is really good for cross-stitching and for anything to do with color work if you're going to use a paper pattern. Look at that. Click, click. That was a gift. Thank you so much, sweetie. You know who you are. And I know you watch. Okay. So exactly. And I will keep, last but not least, just in the wings on the side. For the day I don't want to do socks and I go, oh, I don't want to do another sock, I will work on my gloves. I think I showed you here's one already done. Still got the markers on it. And then the other one I think I'm not quite up to the fingers. I'm up to the increasing for the thumb. That's all. And I put the stitch marker there. It's got a little llama on it. So I'll leave that on there and in case I do work on it at all. Ooh, and this one, I got these. I think I got these from Diane too. These little gnomes that hold hearts. They look like they're in their jammies. But these could be like for Valentine's Day. Those are so cute. And this is alpaca as well from Ballone's Alpaca. Alpaca sock, it says. Boy, this stuff's expensive, you guys. I'm telling you, now that we're on a retired budget, this stuff's going to be cherished big time. And besides, how many pairs of gloves can one person have? All right, this is 75% alpaca, 15% merino, and 10% bamboo, 300 yards, and it's a 3-ply. So this is more of a lightweight sport. So there we go. So we've got all little projects this time round. So I'm okay with that, though. That'll take up less less space upstairs when I'm working. So up to this week, we are going to head out tomorrow. I'm going back to Niverville to, MCC Thrift Store in Niverville is the Mennonite Central Committee's thrift store. That's what MCC stands for, Mennonite Central Committee. I am so sorry. I totally screwed that up because I was going by what I know from the city here. And it started in Altona. And in Altona, Manitoba is where it was started, and then it's grown across Manitoba. I don't know if they have it in any other cities, but it's pretty much a Manitoba thing, I believe. Anyways, don't quote me on that either, guys. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. I'm sure you will. And I actually really appreciate all of your comments, you guys. I've been trying to get to them before I start the next show, of course. But I have been hearting them as they pop up because I do get a little notice that I did get a comment. So I'll heart it as soon as I see it in the notifications, and then I go back and I read them all and put in a little note to them. I'm so happy that so many of you are enjoying the 12 Cast Ons of 2026, and I'm got that scrappy pages over on Ravelry, and you guys are more than welcome to come over and check out what's going on over there in that little community. And it's working out to be pretty nice. There's a couple of diehards in there. Sandra, Chris, you guys are just amazing. And Jen, you guys are just knitting machines, I'm telling you, doing such a lovely job. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this journey. So that being said, I will let you go. It's not quite 45 minutes, but I think that's plenty. I'm going to head upstairs and I'm going to top up my tea, and I'm going to have a biscuit, and which is for me an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. Isn't that cheeky? I love my oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. They have to be hard so I can dunk them in my tea. Anyway, so thank you so much for joining me today, and we will see you next week. Take care. Knit with love, folks. Bye now. Mwah. Finally out for a walk. Hey, from -45 to -5. Go figure.